right, so
money.
we talking, but let's move it from like your sex workers or whatever, and just to like your regular chicks or chicks that are not in that industry.
All right.
Do you think that the regular women are being influenced by this crop of women?
Yes.
That are.
Yes.
Okay.
100, 1,000%, 100, 1,000. These niggas is ass hungry. Like these niggas ass like they don't know what regular girls are anymore. That's why Shorty was just a regular shorty. She's sitting in the car and she like, yo, back in the day, I probably would have had a date every weekend. You know what I mean? And everything could have been popping. You know, like now it's like dudes are spending their money on OnlyFans, and
so
they got their dick in their hand too much.
So you figure they got the
instead of chasing pussy, they got their dick in their hand.
All right, so you don't feel like they're kind of divesting from these women, or it's just like, all right, we're just focused on the whole, those chicks that are.
They are focused on the transactional women.
I think men are definitely still obsessed with women because we can have a wife and still be, still want to indulge in what we see on Instagram, OnlyFans, if you have an OnlyFans, all of those things. Even if it's not an Instagram girl, it could be just somebody who went on vacation and took pictures of themselves in, a bikini or whatever. You still looking, right? You still thinking. You still might be fantasizing in the back of your head, but you might also be sitting down next to your wife who anytime she's like, let's go, you ready, you there. Because that's your wife, and she's a woman. So
but most people wives is regular broads, like you know what I mean. So it's like when same way we say jail desensitized people or like molded people's brains into certain things. Social media and everything is molding dudes' brains to see women in certain light. You know what I mean? Like now, shorty always got to have her ass shiny, or like you know what I mean. And sometimes you got to blaze the ashy butt. You know what I mean? Yeah, life. What I mean? Like it is what it is,
And another point, I agree with what she's saying, but then I also blame the men at the same time. Men have to take accountability to a certain degree, because it's like we're also because like I said, we can be married and still be interested in other women when we see, when we see
both worlds,
because we like what we like. If we're paying the OnlyFans, if we're hitting the likes on the Instagrams, we're pushing this where the levels of society, or where women, we're pushing these levels of society and and accepting it.
We're adding money to this culture to
this culture, right? If we started denying it and saying, nah, we're not going to keep letting this happen.
Damn right.
Because we want good women. I think more women would be like, okay, then let me post pictures of me in school. Let me post pictures of me graduating. Let me post pictures of me opening my first business.
Damn right.
And things
we
like that.
We got a Montgomery boycott these hoes, yo.
That should never work.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because
sex always sold.
Right, exactly.
Sex always sold.
Yeah, but it's sold on the black market. It's sold on the street. Now sex is selling.
That's why.
Even there's no more female rap anymore. It's just female prostitute rap now. Right, everything is like you can't sell a record unless you got a BBL anymore.
Even back in the day, it was Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah,
right. She was like a. They were always. There's always been sex symbols.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So men have always.
It's only because they prey on what we actually want, and that's what we got to take accountability as men, based on what she's saying. Like it's not just the women's fault that men that men are that this is the way things are.
Absolutely.
Well,
the market sets itself.
I think that the thing is, women today need to know the difference between sexuality,
right,
and like giving off of like a hoish vibe or like a transactional, you know what I mean?
Line, my boy.
It is. It is. No, it's not necessary. It's not really.
no,
It's not really, because women. All right. So as a man, like, I think just a woman in general, her body and everything like that, the way she's created, it's very sexy. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah, it's
And
perfection,
yeah, and it doesn't have to be naked all the time. You know what I mean?
right.
Like, I've seen the chicks that's Muslim that like just got beautiful eyes and shit like that. But they don't got no man eyes.
I fuck the shit out of them eyes.
You understand what I'm saying? So there's sensuality and there's sexuality, but the women today are displaying something totally different, right?
Yeah.
And I think that it's hard to like, it's like getting rich the slow way, right? It's not a get rich quick type of scheme, right? You got women that's like BBL, weave, makeup, all that shit like that,
right.
and I'm lit. You understand what I'm saying?
Let's slow down. What do those women have? Those women with the BBL, makeup, everything lit have. They're on the private jets. They're at the court side of the NBA games. The hoes are winning.
But you got
if you're a square broad and you know what I mean.
So
today
it is shifting.
But today you have the women that are doctors, lawyers, executives, and whatever. They going to the surgeon to get the BBL and all that other shit too.
They can't get no nigga because they want a nigga that make more money than them, and they ups in the air so much that they gotta attract. You know what I mean? So you know.
No, not necessarily. That's what I'm trying to say. If you say, yo, I'm gonna get rich slow, I'll take my time and I'll gain my wealth over time.
Right.
Versus trying to get, somebody said they can make me a millionaire next week.
But I think what y'all are saying and you're both making good points. I think the get rich quick scheme is the whole game, and that's what's winning.
Yeah.
And I think the slow money is, I think it's more what I think the slow money is more is like a slow shift to that culture,
right,
that's being put out there than to the get rich quick.
Right.
It's like you're gonna get there anyway, but you're not gonna jump right out there because you're not interested in being courtside every weekend,
right,
and being in the clubs, every other night.
Yo, everybody got a little crypto in their portfolio. You know what I mean? You got your stocks, you got your penny stocks, you got your stock, but you got a little crypto on the side, baby. If that shit hit,
yeah,
all right, bitch. You know what I mean? That's the crypto. That's the little, hey, just in case little money. Like, yo, I don't want to miss the boat money. Let me get this ass done. Let me get titties done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, we living in the golden era of hoes now. Hoes never looked better.
Either way, these women, a lot of these women can't compete because. And when I say they can't compete, it's because they mentally they're not on that type of level, right? Like my wife, she watches Housewives, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one she was watching the one in Maryland, right? So one of the most accomplished women on the show, right? It's like an African chick. I don't know if your wife, she's African, right? She's like a professor, doctorate on CNN and all that shit like that. When she first came on the show, she's like a regular African chick. Then like season 2, season 3, titties done, ass done.
And Booty got that booty.
And it's like, yo, bro, like, yo, you're way more. Like credential wise, you're supposed to be more accomplished than a lot of these other women on the show, but you're trying to compete with them in the beauty scale. You know what I mean? But these women have, like, they some of them maybe with entertainers or athletes or something like that, and that's they shit, right? But you did your own shit. You want some, like, all right, you and your husband, y'all professionals and all that shit like that, but women love attention is the ultimate,
right?
Yeah, is the ultimate aphrodisiac or addiction that women have. Absolutely. They're addicted to attention, right? And they're going to try to play those games, and now they want to look like the sex worker. the stripper, the Instagram
Unfortunately.
model, and all that stuff like that, even though they may be accomplished or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when it comes down to it, if you're competing for the looks or whatever like that, you're not really willing to go as far. You're willing to get the surgery, you're willing to get the titties done and ass done, but ultimately you're not willing to go as far as that other chick. You know what I mean? She willing to like top a nigga off in the back of the limo or whatever before he go play a game, before he go play his basketball game or some shit like that. Right. You ain't willing to do that, right? So it's like you're trying to jump in the arena and compete with these women, but it's like, nah, you're not that chick.
Women always had that diversity in them. It was always that be a woman in the street and a freak in the bed. You know what I mean? So it was always like, even when in our formative years before IG and all that, it was, you know, King magazine and all that, you know, but there was, you know, it was certain women that was in there, but it would be actresses and everything, but
not all the time. A lot of times it was video chicks. You might get a chick that might be a musician or something like that, but we knew the difference between, let's say, the chick in the King magazine and Felicia Rashad on Cosby Show or something like that.
Right. Oh man,
both beautiful, you know, beautiful women, all beautiful women, but like, all right, you're that, she's this.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But when you start to mix it all together and you don't know what's what, it's like you see a chick be like, yo, what up, yo, what's up?
You'll be scrolling up IG.
You gonna come home? You gonna come home with me tonight? And be like, you think she a regular whatever? She's like, oh, I'm not like a stripper or whatever. Oh, I'm a lawyer, some shit like that. It's like, oh, word? You know what I mean? Like, whatchamacall is going viral? Like the what's the rapper name? His lawyer, she's popping because she Chicago dude that just got arrested. Dirk.
Okay.
Dirk.
All right. Oh, his lawyer.
His lawyer going like
is she white? What is she?
I don't know what she is. She look white, but she
that
look
new
like
white.
Yeah.
Oh, she thick.
She that new.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like the fact that she looked the way she looked is more important than her accomplishments.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like a lot of these women, like, yo, just lean on that shit, because the looking like a stripper is not gonna get you all that far.
Yeah.
It might get you like some quick looks or whatever. Like, yo, I will fuck shorty, but it's not gonna get you what you really want.
Yeah. I understand. I've advised my shorty here and there to she's an accountant, she's a lawyer, and she's an accountant. She's got her own accounting firm right now. So I've told her, like, kind of lean into it a little bit when these guys come in and they want to flirt with you because you're pretty. because then you just take their money. Even if we together at the bar or a club or something, and she's sitting at the bar, somebody walk up to her and try to talk to her, I'm like, yo, just tell them 2 drinks. Slide me one. Talk to him. I don't give a shit. So yeah, I get it to a certain level, but I honestly think it's only gonna go as far as we let it go as men. Because if we didn't accept it, if we didn't accept the hoes, if the one that wanted to give a blowjob right before a game, if he was like, nah, I only fuck my wife, eventually she's gonna want to be somebody's wife. But if she could just get away with the blowjob in the back of the car, that's her lifestyle. That's how she's getting a ride home. That's how she's getting on them flights. That's how she's getting courtside. But if we started saying, nah, I don't want that, I'm looking for somebody who's gonna give me a blowjob in the back of the car and then walk with me to the game and watch me shoot in the gym, that's my wife. Your wife could give you a blowjob if she wants right before a game. Sure, I'm sure a lot of them dudes. Sure, a lot of them
got
dudes
that
are doing
meatloaf mouth. She made tonight, baby, meatloaf. Asparagus,
right?
Asparagus throat. You know what I mean?